stands 6 feet 6 inches tall. He takes on Antonio Urista. We stick with the super welterweight division. You're watching the prelims of PBC on FS1. Welcome back to the Armory here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, as we get set for our next contest. It's our main event of our prelim portion, Sebastian Fundora and Antonio Urista. Let's take a look at our Corona, tail of the tape Corona, who invites you to find your beach. There you see Urista, who is 11 years older than Fundora, but take a look at what stands out. The significant height advantage in favor of Sebastian Fundora, who stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, compared to that of 5'10.5" for Antonio Urista. Talk about a height advantage, Anthony.
Definitely. I mean, he's taller, but you have to look at Urista. His reach is 72 and Fundora is 73, so it's pretty close, and we'll see how Fundora handles that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Premier Boxing Champions now showcases 10 rounds in the super welterweight division. Your referee in charge when the bell sounds is Celestino Ruiz. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes in wearing the green, blue, and the gray. His professional record, 10 wins, 2 of those coming by way of knockout. Opposite, 2 defeats. Fighting out of Lansing, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Antonio Urista. And across the ring, his adversary fighting out of the blue corner, he comes in wearing the black trunks. As a professional, he's undefeated, 9 wins, 5 of those coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Coachella, California. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sebastian Towering Inferno Fundora.
Gentlemen, I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room.
Urista said he had to travel to get sparring for somebody this tall, so we'll see how.
Y aquí abajo está un bueno, ¿ok? Tener las instrucciones en el camerino y quiero una pelea libre, ¿ok? Choca, good luck.
Michigan, but says he is a Michigan football fan, so we'll see if he can channel his inner Wolverine, and he's got to be cagey in order to deal with that man, Sebastian Fundora. Fundora, who is 20 years of age. Trainer is his father, Freddie Fundora. They actually was found and discovered by Samson Lukowicz, who incidentally has found the likes of Manny Pacquiao, Sergio Martinez, David Benavidez. We'll talk about that when it comes to you a little bit later, Anthony. And also now Sebastian Fundora. So talk about some names that Samson Lukowicz has found.
He found some good fighters, some good champions, and we'll see what Fundora can do right here with Urista.
We saw Fundora here back in April. He took on a hometown fighter and was victorious in a firefight. What a battle that was. Nice uppercut that connected there by Fundora. He's a southpaw and he's 6'6". So talk about 2 stylistic nightmares for a conventional fighter.
And it is. It's very frustrating to a shorter fighter that's with a fighter that's this tall and southpaw.
Fundora gets a lot of leverage behind his punches. We mentioned that when it came to your cousin Leon Lawson III, but goodness. And Fundora looking to tee off on Urista. Fundora said actually that he walks around at 153, 154, that if pressed, he could probably make 147.
Yeah, he said he feels good at 154, and he feels strong. So, and we're seeing that now with the uppercuts and the jabs that he's throwing. We see that.
Fundora with a straight left. I actually like his punch selection as well, Anthony, in the sense that he uses that right hook and then immediately he shoots that straight left down the center.
Definitely, he's picking his shots real good. Being the taller guy, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to make a mistake with a shorter guy who has power, who can come and, catch you with something, leaning in, trying to catch him.
Well, already Urista is going backwards, and that is a very bad sign with being a shorter fighter. because it is very rare that you're going to be able to outbox a taller guy, especially a big straight left that found its mark for Fundora.
Definitely, Urista needs to get in the inside. I think that body shot really hurt him right there. He's on his bike now.
Yeah, he's going backwards more so, is Urista. Urista actually trained a little bit, sparred with your brother, something that I know was a long time ago, but still to be able to get some work with either one of you, I think speaks volumes.
Definitely. I don't know how he did, how good he did, but you know, to get the work and get the experience is definitely a A+.
Final stages of the first round, Sebastian Fundora and Antonio Urista here in Minneapolis. It's our main event of PBC on FS1 prelims. Main card coming your way, top of the hour. Welcome back to PBC on FS1. There you see Sebastian Fundora with his father, Freddie Fundora, in his corner. And so far, so good for the 20-year-old.
Definitely, he's doing what he needs to do. He's using his jab. He's picking his shots. He hit the guy with a few body shots, uppercuts, and hooks, and right hand. So he hit him with the whole arsenal.
Well, the one item that we saw when it comes to Sebastian Fundora in his last time out is he gets better as the fight progresses. And we saw that against Mike Owens. And when we asked him about that fight in which he was hurt, he said, look, I learned how to finish an opponent when he's hurt. And when it came to his observation on Urista, his analysis is that he knows he's orthodox, and that's about it. I just have to work on using my strengths to get the victory.
Definitely. When you're in shape and when you're confident, you know what you can do, and you go in there and get the job done.
When this is a part of becoming and getting the process of being a prospect and elevating yourself to contender status, that happens probably 12 or 13 fights in. He's only 9-0, still a prospect, but it's about blossoming into being a contender.
Definitely, and he's showing that now. He's showing composure and using his jab what he's supposed to do. He's showing a real improvement from the last fight, especially how he got the guy out of there.
Nice hook there by Fundora. And Urista's throwing a jab, but I think he's so cognizant of the power of Fundora. He has been leveled a couple of times. He's given us a good poker face, but we know he's been hurt.
Definitely, and we can tell with that body shot in the first round. Fundora has some pop on his punches.
Oh, and if you were to look at him aesthetically, you would say that he's just tall and lanky, but he packs a whale of a punch.
He does.
And it's one of those things when it comes to just leverage and fundamentals.
Definitely, he's having fun in there. You can see him now, smiles at the guy. He's having fun.
Well, Urista just landed his best punch of the fight, a left hook on the inside. But now look, try getting that off of you when you're just 5'10".
It's tough, definitely tough. I think Urista needs to get in the inside like he just did and smother the guy and make him work to get out. Definitely with the right hand, left hook right there for Urista.
Fundora on the inside, nice combination hook, straight left, another one. They're both mixing up, they're going toe-to-toe. Urista says, you know what, I'm getting blasted, let me just go ahead and sit on the ropes and throw fire with fire.
Yeah, both was good shots. Both guys hit each other with good shots. We'll see who comes out and get right back to it. That's what it's about.
Big and straight left by Fundora. We heard that in our broadcast position.
That hurt him.
As
if he steps back and uses his reach, he can get this guy out of here.
Antonio Urista is getting hammered by Sebastian Fundora. The towering inferno is doing that and enveloping Urista.
Oh,
but a big shot by Urista.
He hurt Fundora.
Oh my goodness. Talk about a scrap here in the Twin Cities.
I think he hurt Fundora. He dazed him a little bit for that shot for sure.
Let's take a look at this sequence.
Oh, this is amazing. He's throwing everything. He's trying to get this guy out of here right now. But Urista wasn't having it. He came back with the right hand and another overhand right coming up. Oh, he's working them.
Yeah, but a lot of them were even landing flush, and there's
There's
Yurista
the big
answering
shot.
back.
And I think he kind of hurt Fendora with the shot. He was at the end of the round, so now he'll get his wits back about him. He needs to come out and stay on the outside and get him from the outside where he hurt him at the first time.
Anthony, what's so amazing about this is that this is just the prelim portion. We still have 5 fights on our main card coming up at the top of the hour.
Very, very exciting day of boxing. Fans have to love this.
Buckle up. You are in for a heck of a night of PBC here on FS1. It is great to be with you, Ray Flores, Anthony Durrell, soon to be joined alongside by Jamal Charlo. Coming up at the top of the hour, Jordan Hardy, our roving reporter here at the Armory in Minneapolis. Great way to start the weekend here with PBC on FS1. And this is a battle. You see the nose is bloodied of Antonio Yurista.
Step back.
The action has been hot inside the ring, Anthony, especially with us nearing the end of the summer.
Definitely. We had some good fights and still have a lot of fights coming up, really good fights.
Yurista showed a ton of determination and guts as he was just on the ropes, getting leveled by big shots, and then he threw one of his own.
Definitely. And Fendora likes to fight on the inside. You can tell he likes to go at the guy and fight. He wants the guy to fight back, and that's a way to sell tickets. That's a way to get a big name fight.
But also, I'm not seeing much of a jab by Fundora. He throws a lot of straight lefts. He throws a lot of uppercuts, hooks, but we don't see much of a jab, and that allows a guy to counter him like Yurista just did.
Definitely. I mean, like I say, with the previous fight, jab set everything up. If you use your jab, you get the guy getting frustrated, then you shoot a big shot and you can catch him. Just like that. He just used a jab, uppercut, and left hook. Right hook, sorry.
Anthony, you're an aggressive fighter, but even when you have your aggression, you use your jab. But now I think Yurista's really hurt now. He's going backwards. And now Fundora senses that the end might be near.
Yeah, I think the pressure is taking a toll on Yurista. I think he's getting a little bit winded. Fendora needs to go to the body and take all of the wind out of him.
If he were to land a right hook to the body or even a straight left, kind of set it up with the jab and then maybe go downstairs. It's a downward straight left by Fundora.
Fundora's picking his shots very well.
A nice right hook followed by a straight left down the center as the nose continues to pour out blood in Yurista. Another one. And an uppercut smacking the head of Yurista backwards. Now the mouth is bloodied of Yurista, the 31-year-old. He actually tried to play games with us in the fighter meetings and said he was 29. We ended up finding out that was not to be the case. He's 31.
He's in retreat mode now. He's definitely in retreat mode. I don't know if this fight going to go on any longer. He's the corner really needs to check him out and see how he's doing.
And that's the end of the round. And don't forget, tomorrow night, it'll be Justin Gaethje and James Vick, two of the most dangerous lightweights in the world. They battle inside the famed octagon. But first, it'll be Johnson and Philly. They trade leather for respect. UFC Fight Night tomorrow, 10 Eastern on FS1, or streaming live on the Fox Sports app.
I'll call timeout and bring him here. Take a look at it together. Maybe one more round. More working now. That's good. Don't get carried away. Be in your window. When you go, you too shy, or you already. Yeah. Vaselina. Yeah.
And now Celestino Ruiz, I don't know why he called time.
Seems like Yurista's having a hard time breathing out his nose. He's bringing it out of his mouth a lot.
The doctors check in and out. We are in the 4th round. It's all about the safety of the fighters.
Definitely.
Well, this is a rarity. I know that Celestino Ruiz is worried about the fighter, but there's been blood pouring out, but I can't remember the last time a fight was stopped because of a broken nose.
I can't either.
I mean, just, you know, who am I to question a fighter's toughness? But I know that the referee, I've never seen that happen, at least. I can't even remember if that's ever occurred.
Or not even for a bloody nose.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a part of the job description sometimes. But Sebastian Fundora, certainly a prospect to keep your eye on. He's just 20 years old from Coachella, California. As he backs up Urista. Now Urista's trying to make it a second couple fight.
Yes, it seems like he got that second win in him. He went to the doctor. Maybe he's getting nervous that they're going to stop it from that nose, but he's putting on a little bit more pressure since the last round.
Fundora should be going to the body as well, because with the nose being, you know, incapacitated to a degree, that means it's harder to breathe. And when you cut off and start to hammer away on the body and attack the lungs and the liver, it makes it even that much harder to breathe.
Definitely does. And he's breathing out of his mouth. That's bad, because now you can have a broken jaw if you do have a broken nose.
Big straight left, and Fundora is teeing off, almost target practice for the 20-year-old, hammering away on Urista. I'm surprised Celestino Ruiz isn't starting to watch this.
They have to.
I mean, this is really getting
the guy's
a lot
not even
of punches,
throwing back.
Nothing back. It's
Nothing
like
back.
7 or 8 punches. Now he threw something, but an uppercut there, and it is all Sebastian Fundora, as we have 70 seconds left here in the fourth. And Ruiz should be watching another straight left. He's throwing, but it's just nothing of, he's not throwing, he doesn't have much behind his punches.
Definitely, he's throwing one here and one there. The referee has to really look at this guy. Look, there's another big shot.
Left. And they're all headshots. And that, to me, has me a little bit uneasy, because that's where you get head injuries.
Definitely. I mean, he can have him cushion now, and we don't know. And he's bagging up. He looks like he don't even want to fight. That's
it. This one is over. A very good stoppage there, as Sebastian Fundora halts Antonio Urista, as he now is 10-0 with 6 stoppages. And the towering Inferno towered over Antonio Urista as he disposes of him in the fourth, and Samson Lukowicz and the entire team are smiling from ear to ear as Sebastian Fundora gets the stoppage over Antonio Urista.
Definitely, his dad has to be really happy about that victory.
We will come back and get the official particulars as you're watching the prelims of PBC on FS1. We'll come back and get the official time. Welcome back to PBC on FS1. That's a very happy 20-year-old in Sebastian Fundora with the win over Antonio Urista. And Anthony, here's how it all unfolded.
Definitely. Fundora using his jab, staying on the outside, especially in the first round. He stayed on the outside. Second round, he got in. He wanted to be tough and pressure the guy, and he did that. And both of the guys were battling in that second round.
And here's that exchange where Fundora went after him, and then look at Urista showing that right hand.
Definitely.
Guts.
Big shots. I mean, he has to throw something before the ref stops, and he threw it and he landed it. And Fundora knows he's done. He's coming forward in non-stop fight.
And the towering Inferno envelops Antonio Urista. Sebastian Fundora victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 23 seconds of the fourth round. Referee in charge, Celestino Ruiz, waves off the contest for your winner by technical knockout, and still undefeated, Sebastian Towering Inferno Fundora. So he cracks the double-digit win mark. Does Sebastian Fundora, the Coachella, California product. And you know that the Fundora squad is smiling from ear to ear.
Definitely. He has a very bright future in front of him.
Oh, he certainly does. And speaking of bright futures, stick right here on FS1 because we have a very bright, we have an exciting and entertaining main card for you. It is all highlighted by Jamal Shango James, who is ranked number 3 in the world in the WBA. He will take on Henry Montes of Mexico. Also, William Monroe Jr., Javier Maciel, a matchup in the middleweight division, a matchup that I'm looking forward to as well. We have Efe Ajagba and Curtis Harper. Ajagba is 5-0 with 5 knockouts, and Ajagba is a guy that has all the makings of not only being a physical specimen, Anthony, but he has a lot of skill. And Ronnie Shields told us in the fighter meetings that he believes Efe Ajagba could be a world champion sooner than later.
And he might be right on that. Ajagba can fight. He got big punches. And I mean, you can't underestimate this guy because once he catches you, it's going to hurt and you're going to feel it.
And in our opening 2 contests, Jamonte Clark, he's a prospect. He's 13-0 with 7 knockouts. He's going to be fighting for the 2nd time at super welterweight. Typically a welterweight, but now fighting at 154. His task tonight is not easy as he takes on the hard-hitting power puncher out of the Dominican Republic, and Jason Rosario.
Definitely, and he's moving up in weight, and Rosario is moving down. So it'll be a good matchup. We'll see if Clark still has the speed to go in there and you know, get him.
Well, Jamonte Clark, he's 13-0, boxes very well, but he's going to have to go through some fire tonight in Jason Rosario.
He definitely is because he can hit. He's coming to fight, definitely. He's coming to fight. He's game, and we'll see. It's going to be a heck of a fight, I'll tell you that.
And speaking of a heck of a fight, to start off our main card, a Montes Stanionis, who is a 2016 Lithuanian Olympian, 6-0 with 5 knockouts. He's moving up in class to take on Levan Gavami-Chava. Gavami-Chava's been in there with some tough guys, most notably having lost to Sergey Lipinets. So Stanionis is a guy that in this his 7th pro fight, he says, look, I want to fight the best guys, and now he has it in a very tough Levan Gavami-Chava.
Definitely, and Gavami-Chava is the wolf. They call him the wolf. So we'll see what the young guy got with this fight. I think it'll be a good test. He can pull out this victory.
Our main card starts in only moments. Our prelims are in the books. As you saw Leon Lawson III get a victory. Also, there you saw a very excited Sebastian Fundora with the win over Antonio Urista. Our main card starts in only moments. You're watching PBC on FS1.